Big moves here at Driving Forward Build's headquarters. Yesterday, I sold my 540, and today I won my first car at auction, a 2015 535 that caught on fire. It's the next day. Judah and I are here at the auction. That's the auction yard right over there where we picked up the car, and we've got it ready to load up on the trailer for the princess to bring her home. We've already come up with a name for this. This is going to be Project Phoenix, rising up from the ashes, since after all, she caught on fire. What's even cooler is it runs, so I can drive it up onto the trailer and get it home while we wait for the title so that I can start ordering parts. Even better, the interior is near mint. Even so much so that in the back, we pulled the center cubby down. It still has the plastic on it. So how bad is the fire damage to the engine? Well, let me get it in the shop and I'll let you see. You okay?
Okay guys, this is a really big step for the channel. I know this car runs and this project isn't as big as some, but everything is coming together. I'm using my tow rig to bring this thing home, the trailer that I bought just for the channel. All of these things that I've been working towards are starting to happen. And it's all because of you guys joining, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you so much.
All right, we've got it home. And I got the boys helping out. They are obviously getting the ramps out. Then we can get it inside and I can show you what it looks like under the hood. When we get to the bottom of the ramp, whoops. Lift pad just broke off because these ramps move. We should have put the spacers under there, you're right.
They came off on both sides, pause.
Perfect timing.
That's one thing, it just sheared them off.
Guess we're gonna need new lift pads. We've got Project Phoenix above us in the shop, finally, to inspect to see where this fire may have started. First things first, this thing is heck a clean underneath. Hella clean, hecka clean. It's really clean. Other than needing a set of tires, some thrust bushings up front, we are pretty golden. I think the source of our fire was the catalytic converter, oil dripping down right there onto that O2 sensor, and then the vapor or something must have lit up and gone up to the top. So it's a long shot, but maybe there was some sort of a flash vapor fire that came up and made its way underneath the vanity cover that normally goes here. This is probably the worst extent of all of the damage. But a secondary note, I feel like this is an aftermarket valve cover. I don't recall seeing any of these tags on a BMW cover. I'm thinking Amazon or something like that. Maybe somebody replaced it, then the fire happened. It happened in a shop. They were cleaning, using brake clean. I don't know. Somehow the fire got up through here and into this area. I can see that the coil harness is melted, the intake tubing, this is all melted. And also this first coil was replaced. So that's probably why it runs. None of the injector harness seems damaged. This is all crispy. So I think I'm gonna try to find a new harness on Amazon. And this guy is loose. Clearly somebody's been in here trying to make this work so that it runs. It does run and drive now. Now the story for me is how do I get all of this silicone crystalline structure out of here? Depending what the fire extinguisher material was, you should be able to use either isopropyl alcohol or a 2% vinegar and water mixture to try to emulsify whatever this crystal stuff is. I hope I don't have to buy the injector buckets and replace those. If I do, they're about 90 bucks a piece, which means I'll have to pull all the injectors out anyhow. These are EU6s. And we'll have to figure out exactly how many parts we're going to replace. I think as we start taking it apart, we'll figure out more. But before I do too much work, I'm not going to have the title for 2 weeks. I want to clean this thing up, see how it looks in the daylight all shined up, and then we'll go from there and we'll start ordering parts. So Judah and I spent a couple of hours detailing this thing out, and we learned a couple of things. I don't think we're going to need vinegar or isopropyl to clean out all of the goo that used to be here from the fire extinguisher. See, I just used a hose and compressed air, filled up each one of the injector wells, and then blew everything out. And as you can see, it looks pretty damn good. The only thing we need to do now is actually take a bunch of this apart to determine which parts got extra heat, which parts melted. I can see somebody had this intake tube out at some point because they left this loose in their hurry to put it back together. The harness is loose back here. The 3 T25s or whatnot, and they used the wrong size bit on there. Those are stripped to hell. Whoops. So we'll pull the top of our airbox off, and we're going to start pulling our intake tubing. The top of the airbox is held in with these 6 T25s, and then we've got a 6mm clamp there. And it looks to me like there isn't any damage to this, except for a little bit of dust from the fire extinguisher. I'm going to attempt to go ahead and pull this intake tubing off in one piece, because a lot of our melting occurred right here. I mean, the car runs, so it would be fine to just leave this, I would imagine. But if I were buying this car after me, I wouldn't want to see burnt up plastic still in there. I'd want to know everything was addressed. So I'm just going to start down here at the bottom. This is our turbo inlet down here. We'll disconnect that. Our tank vent valve line, this one's melted as well. We'll disconnect it here, kind of leave it for now. It wraps up and underneath the intake over there. At least they're screwed in. Hey, that didn't break. That's pretty successful. Mass airflow harness still looks okay. There's supposed to be a tab here holding this on. It's full of dielectric grease. That's fun. Well, you can see here where whatever was burning was certainly melting all of this stuff. Just enough, but not so much that it's broken. I got to imagine it's super brittle though, so there's definitely no chance this is going to go back in. Back here, you can see whatever was screwed in there is all melty. This O2 sensor harness is totally melted. This one doesn't look bad actually, it's just a little singed. Let's go ahead and we'll disconnect our engine harness back here. Oh, this is all melty too. We've got 6 T25s, I believe, unless it's just the 5. There's 2 on this side, 3 on the back side there. All right, with this harness up, that's gonna give us access to this guy. In the parts diagram, it calls this an air duct. And this needs to be here to protect these back cylinders from liquid and debris and stuff falling down in there. So if yours is all jacked up, you're gonna you need one of these. Not want, you need. These coils and this harness looks pretty jacked up, even though this guy opens. Oh geez, somebody stuffed this full of dielectric grease too. Whoever was prepping this for auction certainly knew what they were doing. Trying to make sure it stayed running long enough to get across the auction block. Let's go ahead and pull the number 1 coil since this is the one that looks like it's been replaced. Looks to me like an aftermarket coil. Got 127,000 miles. You think the spark plugs have ever been replaced?
No.
No? You think they're original BMW? You know, that doesn't look half bad actually. I don't think that's got 100,000 miles on it. And it's a Bosch plug. It's a BMW Bosch plug. Let's check number 2. This connector is clearly melted. It's still connected just fine, but melted. And see what kind of coil we have here. Ah, that's one of the original coils right there. Now this hole got a little dirty. There's a bit of crusty grimies down in there. We've got a mixture of isopropyl alcohol and water. We're just gonna spray her down in our cylinder there. Spark plug is still in there. I'm gonna hit it with this brush. That looks like it did a really good job, actually. Now this time we know there's stuff down in there, so we're not using our super squints. We're gonna stuff a rag and our glasses. Woo, isopropyl. You know, I didn't look to see if our Valvetronic harness was melted. It looks okay. Look at that. That plug looks a bit older. It's still a Bosch. I think I'm just going to go ahead and replace all the spark plugs because it's inexpensive insurance and it'll be a good safety measure for the next owner. I mean, even though these look fairly good. So Judah and I detailed up the engine, put it back together, and have been moving it in and out of the garage here so we can work on some other projects. And at this point, I think it's okay to say that I think we actually scored on this car. Does it have some melted parts? Yes. Have I started picking up an entire table's worth of parts? Yes. So that means you're gonna have to stay tuned for future episodes where we're gonna tackle all the melted stuff, some maintenance stuff, and potentially some fun stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, drop down below, and let me know what you'd like done to this car or what you've done to your car as an example. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.